All right, thanks, Robert. Well, we'll let him go get off the hook for this morning. And Scott Anderson is here.
Good morning.
For Dining at Dawn, and you are making pie. I love pie.
once again, we excuse me, we're staying with the theme of the fall.
Right. It's almost Thanksgiving.
It's almost Thanksgiving, and this is a great dessert to have along with your pumpkin pie and everything. We did our pumpkin cheesecake 2 weeks ago.
That's right, we did.
And now we are going to do a sweet potato pie.
That sounds delicious. I've never had sweet potato pie.
Oh, it's wonderful. Okay, what we're actually going to start out with is we don't have any of the, kind of like we did with a pumpkin pack or something like that last time. We're actually going to cook off our squash.
Okay.
So, and we're going to cook off the squash. We're going to puree it. We're going to actually do this from scratch.
Wow, I'm impressed.
It's one of the very few ones I do. So I'm just putting gloves on because...
Always nice and courteous.
Yeah, well, I'm going to aim to save my fingernails from getting
all
potatoes.
Orange. There you go. So what's our first step?
Okay, we have our sweet potato, okay? All you have to do is cut this in half and lay it flat on a pan. You don't have to butter it or anything. And what you're going to do is you're going to roast this for about an hour, maybe 70 minutes at about 425 degrees until it's very soft.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
And you can actually, when you roast them, put some aluminum foil over the pan and then just let them steam. And this is, they just kind of, you know, peel right apart. And then what you want to do is you want to just peel the skin right off of them.
Okay.
That's why I'm wearing gloves.
Understandably so.
Yeah. So once you get the, so you don't have to like dig in with a spoon and try and scoop everything out like a pumpkin or anything.
A lot easier this way.
Oh yeah, it just peels right off. And if you get some tough parts, then all you do is just kind of take a little knife or the back of the spoon and just kind of, well, what you want to do is once you got 3 of these, and it's about 3, depending on the size of the sweet potato.
Okay.
I recommend a little larger sweet potato because they have a little more sweetness to them. But then you're going to stick them in the food processor and puree them. Or if you've got a, gosh, what is it called?
A mixer?
A mix, well, like a potato press. I have this big, I should have brought one. I have this big one when I make lefse, which I just push potatoes through, and it's, yeah.
Good idea.
But what you want to do is I like the food processor because some sweet potatoes get a little stringy, and the processor helps break up those strings. So instead of biting into the pine, you've got this hair-type fiber in there.
Never good.
No.
All right, we're going to puree real quick, and then we're going to send it over to Hans Seitz for your first morning sports update. We'll be right back.
Good morning, everyone. It was just 21 short years ago that a young man graduated from Cheyenne State University, went on to win a junior college national championship, and then became Wyoming.
All right, thanks for that sports update, Hans. All right, so we've pureed our sweet potatoes.
3 cups of puree.
Okay.
Okay. And this is going to make 2 deep dish pies.
Oh, so not just 1, 2.
2 deep dish.
Fabulous.
Right. So when you go out to the store, don't buy the shallow, because otherwise you'll have like 3 of them.
That's a good point. A very good point.
So we've got 3 cups of the sweet potato, and it's real smooth, and we've got 4 eggs in our bowl.
Okay.
So we're going to add those real fast.
I'm glad you mentioned that, though, because I was thinking that's a lot of sweet potato for 1 pie, but
yep. And of course, I mean,
2 pies.
when you get the recipe off the internet, you could definitely modify it to not make so much, so just cut it in half.
Of course.
Okay, what we got also is we got some brown sugar.
Gotta love it.
So about a 1/3 cup. We've got 4 tablespoons of melted butter. Oh, this good stuff.
Good stuff.
We have 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Should I measure? No.
Nah, you always do a good job even
2 tablespoons of vanilla. Well,
not
you can't go wrong with vanilla.
You can't. I'm with you. There's not really much you can do that's wrong on that one.
No. And we're going to go 2/3 cup heavy cream.
Okay.
Okay. So that's going to, between the eggs and the cream, that's really what's going to bind the pie together. No flour in this pie.
Oh, kind of interesting. And there's a secret ingredient, isn't there?
Captain Morgan's spiced rum.
That's the secret ingredient for this morning.
Yes. Okay, now we've got a couple other things. Of course, we got cinnamon.
Of course. And we know how you love your spices.
Yes. We got a little bit of clove. And a little bit of nutmeg. Okay. Here's also the last ingredient. We have cayenne pepper. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Bam! We worked on this morning.
I'm not so good with the bam.
Okay.
And Robert's clapping in the background.
Oh, you know what we forgot?
What did we forget?
And this is the key.
We were so concerned about the bam.
Maple syrup. A 1/3 cup of maple syrup.
Okay.
Right in there.
Yum.
Oh,
this is going to be delicious.
Okay. And you know what's fun about this is give the kids the sweet potatoes to tear apart and everything. And so Okay, I can
So we
spend a
mix it
lot
all
of time.
together.
Yeah.
And what's our final product?
Okay.
This looks delicious, you guys.
So what we have is I actually topped this with nuts.
Okay.
I made my second pie without nuts, but this is what we look like. And it's going to be kind of a custard consistency. So let's go ahead and cut into this.
We're going to cut into this and have a bite, but stay with us. Scott Anderson, thank you for making this pie this
You're
morning.
welcome.
You can check it out on our website, www.kgwn.tv. Stay with us. We'll be right back.